Good morning, Christine. So this is what we're dealing with. They call it whiteout conditions, so if you drive anywhere, you could get lost very quickly. Chilly! Power's out. So I have a generator, like I said, and I have oil lamps, candles, whatever you need. Piece of cake. I don't know, in Florida, I guess you can get them anywhere. These are heat tabs. They're about 1 inch by 1 inch. And then here, well, I should have turned it around. So I can cook. I've got this little setup grill I bought, and then you put the heat tab in there and you light it, and it'll burn like 200 degrees. And so I'm making my breakfast now. And I've got my oil lamp. Generator is running, but I don't have my hot skillet. It's in storage. If I did, I could have easily cooked with that, but anyway, this is prepared for the worst. I wish I was in Florida. Here, I'll give you a show outside. So the snow, I think, is at its heaviest. Poor puppy's on the couch. She was a little freaked out. And the generator's there running. You have to watch the exhaust with the generator. My aunt's got a Generac that runs off natural gas and runs her whole property. Cost her 10 grand to get it installed, but they had a flood for 7 days. And I'm telling you what, that 10 grand was worth every penny. It ran everything. Anyway, my eggs are starting to whiten up. My heat tab is working great. Survival tips. Good morning. So this is what we woke up to. Say the winds are 70 miles an hour. So it's raining and it's icy. And then we're expecting 12 hours. What a storm. Yep, there goes the power. But I'm prepared. I have a generator and I have oil lamps, so I've already got the one oil lamp going. Good morning from Nebraska. So, little survival tip for Skipper Pete travel. This is my camping grill. You can see the remnants of my heat tab. They come in a pack. You put one in, they get to about 300 degrees, and then they have to go until they burn out. But this thing is great, it folds flat, and I'm using it right now because we are out of power, and we have been for a couple of hours. There's a blizzard here. I have a Champion 4800 generator running. It's a camper generator, so it has 30 amp. So it has to be outside because of the fumes. Neat thing about that generator is several really cool features about that Champion generator. Has an automatic start like a car, or pull start. It's dual fuel, so when I run out of gas, I can go to propane and I keep backup propane tanks while it's in the corner. So definitively useful with either fuel. I do keep a 6-gallon tank in the truck of gas as a backup. You have to be careful in hotter climates because gas, of course, is combustible, and if it's sitting back there sloshing around, you really need to have a safety container. So just food for thought. Anyway, generator's running. Cord comes into the house. Although we're without power, I keep oil lamps and candles, and so I don't have them on now. It's daylight, but I have oil lamps I use. I have a storm lantern right there, and I use it. And then I've got my 2 1500 watt heaters. They're perfect. This is not a big house. It's about 1,600 square feet. Puppies resting. We are in whiteout conditions. It's not bitterly cold. It's probably like 30, but the winds, the snow, and of course now power outage. Yeah, kind of whiteout conditions right now. Supposedly we're going to get gusts to 70 miles an hour. I really haven't seen any of it. The good news is it's going to be very warm for the rest of the week, so this is going to melt away within a couple of days. But the big thing is a lot of folks in town are without power. If it was, below 15, some folks would be in trouble. The alternative is to go get in your car, and sit in your car with the heat on if you've got a full tank. I filled up last night since I knew the storm was coming. Another oil lamp. Anyway, little survival tips, and so I was able to cook my eggs and my bacon, or eggs and toast. And I do have a plug-in skillet. I forgot it in storage, but it's one of these old school, like out of the 70s skillets with the knob you can turn to like almost, I think, 475. It's got a lid. Mom had one in the 80s, cooked with it all the time, and I found one at a flea market and bought it, and it works beautifully. I just didn't remember to bring it. But I was able to use my heat tabs. So if you're in a blizzard and you're without power, some food for thought: couple of oil lamps, generator, dual fuel, auto start. If you're older, it's great to have it. You turn the knob, you press the button, thing came right on. Oil indicator for safety's sake. It lets you know if you're low oil. On the Champion generator, has an eco mode, and then has an indicator of how much juice it's generating. It's 4,800 watts, I think it is. Anyway, anything else survival? My aunt, they had a flood 7 days. She was a little bit higher, so the house was safe. She bought a Generac generator, propane, $10,000 I think she paid. That's been over 5 years ago, but I can promise you she got her bang for a buck out of that generator, because they were without power for over 7 days. But that Generac generator run on natural gas, so there's no interference with that line because it's underground. She had 4 freezers, heat running, lights on, and she actually, of course, some neighbors that had flooded, their homes were flooded, and so they came and stayed with her, and hot water heater, you name it, ran on that Generac generator. Fantastic investment if you got the money. So some food for thought. Weather's changing in the world. It's crazy. This is our second blizzard, and power outages up here, unfortunately, like everywhere else, apparently are very common. So that little generator outside cost me about $800 or $900 off Amazon, and it does have 30 amps, so you can use it with your camper. And I've used it with my camper. The microwave took a lot of juice. So again, some food for thought if you're trying to survive. Skipper Pete Travel, Michael LaChance. We leave for Paris in 10 days. So I'm glad the blizzard's happening now, because in 10 days, April 1st, we're off to Paris, Germany, and then Austria. Do some hang gliding in Austria. And I'll have all my travel videos and that posted probably after April 18th, because we don't get back till the 15th. All right, bye-bye. I've got my heaters plugged in. And then my cord, I'm sure you can hear it. I love this generator. Cord out. There's enough gasoline to run for 8 hours. Come on up, currently in David City. We're about 7 hours into it. I don't know if I can get the door open. I think they said we're over 2 foot of snow. People are out. Corn huskers will not be kept in. I dug a little spot so the dog could go do her business. Generator is still going. Got my new shoes on. I'm gonna take to Paris with me. Anyway, it looks like it's starting to lighten up. The flag is frozen. Got some trees down across the street. This guy's stuck, I think. And I'm gonna plug my heater back in a minute. Right now I'm charging my laptop.